Hey, how's it going, everyone? And in today's video, we're going to be talking about some more horror movie news. So the first story we're going to be talking about is from Fangoria, and the headline is "Hello, Sydney. Neve Campbell officially returning for Scream 7, and Kevin Williamson will direct. Please stand by for an important announcement from Neve Campbell's Instagram account." Okay, very, very long post. So excited to announce this news. Sidney Prescott is coming back. It's always been such a blast and an honor to get to play Sydney in the Scream movies. Appreciation for these films and for what they've meant to me has never waned. I'm very happy and proud to say that I've been asked in the most respectful way to bring Sydney back to the Scream and to the Scream, and I couldn't be more thrilled. Well, actually, I could. While I've been so incredibly lucky to make these films with both the master of horror Wes Craven and the wonderfully talented Matt and Tyler team, I've dreamt for many years of how amazing it would be to make one of these movies with Kevin Williamson at the helm, and now it's happening. Kevin Williamson is going to direct Scream 7. This was his baby, and it's his brilliant mind that dreamt up this world. Kevin is not just an inspiration as an artist, but has been a dear friend for many years. To the amazing Scream fans, I hope you are as excited as I am. We'll see you on the set, Kevin Williamson. So, Neve Campbell and Kevin Williamson making a return to the Scream franchise, which is very good news in my opinion. Kevin Williamson, of course, is responsible for Scream, and Neve Campbell, the original star of Scream, making her return after she declined the offer to make the return to Scream 5, I believe it was. Um, was it 6? Honestly, I stopped. The only really, between you and me, the two Scream movies that I care about are Scream 1 and Scream 2. Scream 3 and beyond, they kind of start to lose their luster, in my opinion. But that's just me. If those are your favorite movies, more power to you. I'm not trying to say that that's a wrong opinion or anything like that. It's just for me, the first two Scream movies are the most important ones in the franchise, in my opinion, at least. Yes, that's right. After the previous iteration of Scream 7 fell apart as disastrously and publicly as anyone would be filmed, project is never imploded. The project is back on track with Neve Campbell starring the director Kevin Williamson, who wrote the screenplay for the original Scream all those years ago, at the helm. It's news that's sure to delight Scream fans who weren't happy about Campbell's being left out of the previous Scream, and it's also news that indicates how wildly different this version of Scream 7 will be from whatever has been planned from Chris Landon's jettisoned version of the film. Beyond the above, that's pretty much all we know at this point. Don't know who else is coming back, don't know what it'll be about, don't even know if Scream 7 will remain the title. Of course, we'll keep you informed as further updates roll in. However, we imagine that we'll begin getting these answers to some of these questions sooner rather than later. Who wrote this article? Scott Wampler. This is a very interesting story. I'm more interested in the Scream franchise now than I was with Jenna Ortega, um, and just not having Neve Campbell in the franchise kind of just sealed the deal where I wasn't as interested and didn't really care as much about the sequels. Don't get me wrong, they're entertaining movies. I understand why people like the franchise. It's just, for me, I just prefer my Scream with Neve Campbell. But I'm sure that there are those who probably prefer Jenna Ortega and the other cast members in the new movie. But I'm sure that this is going to be. It's hard to say if I think that this one will perform better at the box office because Neve Campbell is back. Because Jenna Ortega not being in it might actually hurt the box office outcome for the new Scream 7 movie, because there are a lot of people who are fans of Jenna Ortega, very popular actor, sorry, who is known for Wednesday, a couple other things that I can't think of off the top of my head. But she has a pretty strong fan base, and I would imagine that because she isn't in Scream 7, um, it might not do as well at the box office as one starring Neve Campbell. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Um, so yeah, Neve Campbell making a return, and Kevin Williamson, the original writer of the Scream script, the first one that came out in the 90s, is going to direct it. Very, very interesting. So on to the next story. From Bloody Disgusting, Chucky, first images from season 3 return in April, show a horror icon on his deathbed. Written by John Squires. Chucky looking like the Crypt Keeper over here. USA and Sci-Fi's hit horror series Chucky is coming back to the small screen for season 3 part 2 on April 10th, and Sci-Fi brings us a handful of first look images this week. The third season of USA and Sci-Fi's Chucky was split into 2 parts as a result of last year's Hollywood strikes, in case anyone was wondering why there's a part 2 this year. Season 3 part 1 ended on a bombshell with the reveal that the killer good guy doll is finally aging, and these new images suggest that Chucky's death may be imminent. Truth death may be imminent. Chucky has survived multiple brushes with gruesome death over the years, from a burning to melting to complete bodily dismemberment, but he's always managed to find a way to keep on kicking. That string of luck may be coming to an end this year, however, as Chucky's current predicament is leaving him as vulnerable to natural causes as the rest of us. How will Chucky get himself out of this pickle? Find out beginning April 10th. So in about a month. Just recapping. Returning cast includes Brad Dourif, Devin Sawa, Jennifer Tilly. John Waters will play good guy creator Wendell Wilkins in season 3 part 2, so I believe that he is the only new addition to the cast in season 3 part 2 is John Waters. And it's a hell of an addition. John Waters is a very, very interesting director, writer. If you don't know who John Waters is, check him out. Very, very interesting guy. Unlike previous seasons of Don Mancini's hit television series, new episodes of Chucky will be streaming the next day on Peacock. Good news for all you cord cutters out there. Part 1 of Chucky Season 3 was the most watched season of any USA Sci-Fi series since 2021. Really? Part 1 of Chucky Season 3 was the most watched season of any USA Sci-Fi series since 2021. In the 18 to 49 demo, the networks jointly announced earlier this year. That's pretty impressive. I mean, I'm not a big Sci-Fi USA channel streamer, whatever streaming services, USA and Sci-Fi. Not too big on them. Back in the day, I remember Sci-Fi used to have like these horror movie marathons during Halloween season. I would watch those all the time. But that's really interesting. Chucky. Most watched season of any USA sci-fi series. Well, that's good news for Chucky fans, because that probably means a season 4 is coming soon, as long as Don Mancini has another season in his pocket. This hit horror series is produced by UCP and executive produced by creator Don Mancini, Nick Antoka. I always hate reading last names because I never know if I'm pronouncing them right. Antosa and Antoska is the C or the S sound? Anyway, whatever. So here are the images. We have the president looking very presidential, stern looking, giving some kind of address, maybe, or response to something. Then we have this side by side photo of Jennifer Tilly and Chucky. Got Jacob in the hospital. Anyone else notice how jacked like this character got compared to the other 2 seasons? Like, I was kind of surprised when he first showed up in the beginning of season 3. I was like, dang, he's been working out, looking jacked. Again, Chucky on his deathbed. Chucky looking like he's about to kill someone. And old Chucky giving us the finger. So yeah, those are the photos. Nothing too worthy of discussion, I would say. More of just kind of like a sneak preview of what's going to happen. There's probably going to be a season 3 part 2 trailer at some point. So when that comes out, I might do a video on that. We'll see. So those are the photos. And then the last story from Bloody Disgusting. Article is titled, Tigger has a taste for blood in this clip from Winnie the Pooh horror movie sequel. Again, by John Squires. Winnie the Pooh horror icon. The bloodthirsty, twisted versions of Pooh. God. I don't have dyslexia, but I'm starting to strongly suggest that I might have dyslexia. The bloodthirsty, twisted versions of Pooh and his friends are back in Reese Frake Waterfield's Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2, headed to theaters nationwide later this month. Fathom Events will bring the bloody slasher sequel Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 to U.S. theaters beginning March 26, 2024. The catch? It's playing for only 3 days. March 26th, 27th, 28th. I'm almost positive it's going to be playing for more than 1 day. Or those days, I mean, because I'm pretty sure this happened when the first Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey was made. They said it was only going to be out for like a week, and then when it did really well, they're like, okay, we'll leave it out for another week, and then it still did really well, and then they're like, okay, we'll leave it out for a couple more. So I'm strongly betting that these aren't going to be the only days that the movie is going to be in theaters. I strongly believe that this will change at some point, but we'll see. Don't quote me on that. While you wait, IGN has debuted a brand new red band clip from Blood and Honey 2 this week and gives us a bloody first look at the sequel's latest slasher, Twisted Tigger. Check out the age-restricted clip below. So because it's age-restricted, I don't know if I will be showing the clip in this video, but what I will do is I will leave a link for the clip down in the description of this video. So if you wanted to, you could check it out yourself. Tickets can be purchased online at Fathom Events or at participating theater box offices. For a complete list of locations, visit the Fathom Events website. Theaters are subject to change. Here's the official synopsis. Deep within the 100-acre woods, a destructive rage grows as Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, Owl, and Tigger find their home and their lives endangered by after Christopher Robin revealed their existence. Not wanting to live in the shadows any longer, the group decides to take the fight to the town of Ashtown, home of Christopher Robin, leaving a bloody trail of death and mayhem in their wake. Winnie and his savage. Just calling him Winnie and Winnie the Pooh just sounds kind of funny to me. I don't. Just call him Winnie the Pooh. Don't say Winnie. I don't know. Whatever. Do what you want. Winnie and his savage friends will show everyone that they are deadlier, stronger, and smarter than anyone could ever imagine, in getting their revenge on Christopher Robin once and for all. The cast for Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 includes a bunch of names that I really don't want to butcher, and I'm sorry, but anyway. I've also been told that the up-and-coming sequel will crack Jagged Edge's public domain horror universe wide open, teasing upcoming Pinocchio, Bambi, and Peter Pan-based horror movies. So here is where the clip would have been. Again, check the description down below if you want to watch that. And here's the poster. Dang. I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty cool poster. It's almost like the posters that, like the custom posters that are on the Scream Factory Blu-ray releases. How it comes with like the option for the two covers. This looks like that artwork in my opinion, which is pretty awesome. I really like that style of artwork. It could also be ripping off Terrifier a little bit too. Can't tell. Anyway, so that's the poster. So yeah, if you wanted to check out the video, Tigger has a taste for blood in this clip from Winnie the Pooh horror movie. Go check that out in the description. And that's the last story that I have for today. So, yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, and subscribe if you want to see more horror content like this in the future. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.